It's the Patsy.
And Marianne Show!
And we're sweating. It's hot here.
Oh my goodness.
It was a good show, but I want to critique it.
Okay.
The first half was my favorite.
Okay.
At the beginning of the show, they had an orchestra. I mean, they were with them throughout the whole show. They took a break somewhere in there when they were doing some of the other stuff. They opened with doing some of the Tommy rock opera. The overture and the orchestra gave me goosebumps. It was just like, oh my God,
Yeah,
you know.
it was awesome.
But I was disappointed they didn't do much of Tommy. They only did the opening and then the Captain Walker and the next song. And then they went right to Pinball Wizard, which is later on in the opera. And then they went right to towards the end. I mean, it was good, you know. Yeah. And then they did Who Are You, which I have that video and I'll post when I get home because the stuff out here is terrible. And then I guess after that, well, then they did some other songs. And then, Pete Townsend, it was a showcase for his awesome guitar skills. Mm-hmm. I really think he's the top guitar player.
Oh my God.
Eddie Van Halen is good, but let me tell you, I don't think anybody could
he's so good.
Take on Pete Townsend.
Yeah.
The second half of the show, some of it was from Quadrophenia, which I heard of, but I didn't know any of the songs, so they kind of lost me. And then at the end, they did Teenage Wasteland, cool, and then that was it.
Yeah.
They did not do Squeezebox.
Right.
And they did not do You Better You Bet, which I thought they would end with, because that was the next video I was going to do, you know, and so, but anyway, I loved it.
Yeah.
Poor Pete Townsend.
Oh my gosh.
His voice was so, he had a hard time, and he said, if it sucks, I'm going to stop, you know, but he's a trooper, and he kept going on.
Yeah.
Phenomenal guitar player. That's all I can say.
Oh my God.
You know, and Roger Daltrey, he's still got it, you know.
Yeah.
The orchestra, what it is they have two gals. One plays the cello and one plays the violin. And they travel with the band. And whenever they come to the next town, I guess whatever orchestra is there, the one gal, the violinist, works with the band all day, the orchestra all day until showtime, he said, I think. And so, I mean, the orchestra really, oh God, it was just, the overture just gave me goosebumps. It was so...
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
So awesome. The opening band was some band called the Hillbillies.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, well, why would The Who, a rock and roll band, pick a bluegrass band to tour with them? Well, they explained it. This bluegrass band took Tommy, the rock opera Tommy, and made it their own, you know, threw it their own way. And Pete Townsend worked with them on it. So, and then later,
cool.
which is neat, because I'm like, why would they pick this band? But, you know, whatever.
Right.
So, but I mean, they were decent, you know, they really were. But no, it was good. It was freaking hot.
Yes.
I'm dying here. And, but I mean, it was, overall, I'm so glad we came.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It was really good. I'm just hot.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get up for work tomorrow, and it's 11:12, so, well, that's okay. I'll get home, take my bath, get to bed. I bet it'll be around, I'm going to be good and say 12:31.
Wow.
We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you got anything to say? Oh, I know.
You covered it all.
I know the one thing I leaned over and I said, let's count who has more ponytails, guys or girls.
That was hilarious.
And the seat hopping that went on.
Oh my God, yeah.
I mean, nobody sat in their seats, and they kept, you know, and it was hilarious. Like, I've never seen so much seat hopping. And they would climb over the seats, and I said, well, I'm not going to do that because
I would have
hurt myself, and embarrassed myself. They'd have to take me out and be in an ambulance, and you know, and then that's however much money these tickets were down the drain.
Right.
Unless Roger and Pete would come to the hospital and visit me and say, "Oh, here we're going to fly you to LA for our next show." Okay.
Right.
Can you put me up at a hotel too?
Sure.
Does it include all that? You know, front row seats. I think, yeah. So, but no, it was. And people were smoking, and they're not supposed to smoke. And you know, I don't know.
That's nasty.
I don't know how we did it in the '80s, going to the bars and dancing.
God, I don't know, because we were used to it.
Yeah, and one thing
people did it all the time.
One thing I know for sure, I don't like being around drunk people when I'm not drunk.
Right.
You know, some of these, you know, these are rougher drunk, not rougher drunks. I don't want to say that. It's just. But actually, age-wise, we were kind of in the middle.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
You know, there were people older than us, our age and younger than us.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was a good mixed crowd. But yeah, I just, you know,
Yeah.
But we had a good time.
It was
We had a
fun.
great time. So anyway, so we're waiting to get off the parking lot.
Yeah.
If you don't hear from me in an hour, you'll know we're still stuck here.
Yeah.
No, you won't hear from me unless I'm in a silly mood and want to do another video. So anyway, Mary's got the AC on. I'm very happy.
Yes.
So
it's hot.
yes. So we'll see you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.